speaker is Mr. Shepherd, please.
Thank you, Chair. Scotland is a relatively small country of just over 5 million people, and every week in Scotland there are more than 1,000 incidents of domestic abuse reported to the police. In more than 80% of these incidents, the victim is a woman, and in more than 99% of those cases, the perpetrator is a man. So what we have is a systemic, endemic campaign of violence against women by men in our country. And to a greater or lesser degree, that campaign is replicated in every other country represented in this chamber here today. Now, we know that the backdrop against which this takes place is the general position of women in our society, and the fact that they have unequal status, power and reward. And that is why the Istanbul Convention and other international agreements, such as the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, are absolutely correct to pinpoint the need to tackle that inequality and remove it. And until we are confident that we have eradicated that inequality across all social, economic and legal aspects, then we cannot be confident that we will end the violence and harassment against women which takes place in our society. Now, like other members of the UK delegation, I am a little embarrassed to report that the United Kingdom has not yet ratified the Convention. It is a source of great regret, and I think all of us parliamentarians are pressing the government to do so at the earliest possible opportunity. But I am pleased that in Scotland, the Scottish Government, although it does not have the legal personality to sign international agreements, it has incorporated the Istanbul Convention's objectives into every aspect of its programme for government, and in particular in developing and increasing the funding for rape crisis centres in our country, and in its programme of its campaign against violence against women and girls. I want to end by talking about the role of men in this debate, because I don't think that we can just play a supportive role. It is men that need to lead the campaign to change the bigoted and prejudiced views of other men. We need to call out those attitudes and we need to fight against them. That is our responsibility. And we talk about the need to push back against the pushback that there has been against this convention. One of the things that hasn't been so far mentioned is the rather insidious suggestion that there is a grey area between what is sexual harassment and normal human affection and contact. I think that, Madam President, is nonsense. There is not a man in this room who does not understand when physical contact is of a sexual nature and who should not understand when it is inappropriate. And in fact, if there are men who don't understand that difference, then I don't think that they are qualified to hold public office in the first place. So there is much that we still need to do, but we commend and support the report and hope to see more progress in the future.